So we're going to take a look at some tasks that you might come across during the school day or even at home related to school.
Yep.
And we're going to create two piles. One's going to be things that are pretty easy for you. They don't really get in your way. And then another pile for things that are a little bit more challenging that you have to maybe think about or you might have to work at sometimes.
Yes.
Okay, does that sound good? So go ahead and read it and then create two piles.
Starting my homework. That's pretty easy. Starting my work at school. That's pretty easy. Doing work when there's noise. I feel like that's a little more difficult for me.
Okay.
Starting my chores at home. That's pretty easy because I can start it easily. Working even when things get difficult or confusing. I feel like that's pretty easy. Asking for help when I'm frustrated. Pretty simple. Ask. Paying attention to what I'm reading. I don't think so. I think that's pretty hard for me. Remember the tasks I'm supposed to do. That's pretty easy. Bringing in all the materials that I need to school. Pretty easy. Recalling the information that I've learned in class. Paying attention when the teacher is talking. I feel like that one's a little more hard for me. Working fast to complete all steps of a task. It's pretty simple. Not getting overwhelmed when I have too many things to think about or do. No, I don't really get overwhelmed. Putting effort into things that I'm not interested in but I must do. That's pretty challenging for me. All right, so I got all the challenging ones and all the easy ones.
Great, nice, that's excellent. So we have a nice pile here of easy things. Let's take a look at some of these more challenging things and see if we can come up with some categories to kind of understand how these are alike and what's similar about them, okay?
Yep.
So what are some things, if you read these three again, that these all kind of have in common? What do they require you to do?
Paying attention and doing work and putting effort into things.
Okay, great, you're right. So yeah, putting effort in this one for sure, right?
Yeah.
And then these three seem more like paying attention is the key, whether it's noisy environment or when you're reading or when you're listening to teacher talk.
Yes.
You agree with that?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so could we say we have an attention category here and an effort category here that we want to think about?
Uh-huh.
Okay, great, excellent. So we're going to go ahead and create some goals, okay, that we can work towards to try to help you improve these areas, okay? So we said that this would be, we could call this category what? What would you call that? What goal would you have?
Probably not getting distracted.
Okay, and so another way to say that is to make sure that you're paying
Attention.
attention. Yeah, absolutely. So that's what we're going to be focusing on is your attention. Because you can see with three of them that that's obviously an area that's a little bit more difficult for you to focus your attention. Okay,
Yes.
great.
I could probably ask a friend.
Okay, what do you mean by that? Can you tell me a little more?
I could say after school or, hey, in Miss blah, blah, blah's class, I could just say, what did she talk about when she meant blah,
Great.
blah,
Okay, so then you see that there's a part missing in your notes or you're not sure what to do on homework
Yeah.
and you can clarify that with a friend that's been in class with you. That's great. I love that. What's another thing that you might do when you're in class with a teacher and you know that you kind of looked out the window, you got distracted, and now you just brought yourself back?
I would say, hey, Miss blah, 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 I just spaced out. I can't memorize this. I'm sorry. Can you repeat it again, please?
Great idea. Great idea. And teachers are really open to having students ask those kinds of questions to show that they're really paying attention and that they're trying to get all the information. So that's a great idea. I like that. How about when taking some notes or doing some underlining or using colors? What do you find works or helps you with that?
I would take notes probably on the article.
Okay.
If I don't really understand it, I'll probably try to focus on the main idea, then details.
Great.
Or if I'm reading something, I just get out this multicolored pen and I just put a key in, like green is characters, blue is vocabulary, black is like something that'll happen later in the book.
Great.
Red is setting, you know.
Great. So that helps you to focus on the different important areas in the book as you're reading.
Yes.
That's great. I love that too. Excellent. Well, I'm really looking forward, Ian, to helping you work on these goals, your executive functioning goals, and seeing if we can find some new and interesting strategies to help you improve these areas.
All right.